So I am very lucky in that I have a really big Build-A-Bear collection when I was a kid. As a kid, my family, we didn't get to go to the mall a lot, but my entire family would go to the mall at once, meaning like my grandparents, my aunt, sometimes like my great-grandma, even like sometimes like my grandpa would go. So usually, like as someone who loved Build-A-Bear, there would always be one person that would be like, well, I'll go get you a Build-A-Bear if you really are good. And then someone else would be like, well, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll get you an outfit. So I was extremely lucky to get to go a good bit as a child, and especially as I got older, it was what, like, I would say my birthday and Christmas money to do. So I got to go a lot, and I'm super grateful for it. And this is not all of my Build-A-Bears. I have several more that are just in storage because I don't have somewhere cool to show them, as well as another shelf and a few in my closet I'll be showing you. But I'll just start with showing you these guys. So this one here, Kitty, I already talked about some, was my very first Build-A-Bear I ever got. I got her when I was in the kindergarten, and I had never, I think, even ever been in a Build-A-Bear store before. My mom just told me I could go when I turned, I think it was 6 or 7 years old, and I got her. And I remember that it was very special going to get her. It was a very special memory because that was the only time that, like, my entire family went, except my little brother, my uncle, like, my mom and my, both my grandparents went, my grandmama went, my aunt went. It was the only time my grandmama ever went to the Build-A-Bear store with me. And I just remember it being such a special memory. So here Kitty is. And no, she's not wearing her original pink princess dress I got her in, but I might have to redress her soon. And this is just a little small fry I had that I just sat next to her. I think I got this one for my birthday, actually, at some point. And then this frog here is one of my more recent ones. I got this one with a guy I was seeing at the time. He was my boyfriend. I've talked about some on this channel. And it was a really fun memory. He got a Build-A-Bear too. He got a Pokemon one. And it was a really sweet memory, and I'm still so happy I have her. Oh no, don't fall. And then over here is my green frog, who is like one of the most iconic Build-A-Bears, especially recently. But I got a sound in him. I also have a sound in this one, but I won't be playing it. But, hang on, wrong foot. Arm. Yeah. But I got him when I was at Panama City Beach, as you can see on his little shirt here. Panama City Beach. He's so cute, and I named him Logan after my Smart Doll Logan, and he is absolutely adorable. And then we have Celestia here and Derpy Hooves, which Derpy is one of my absolute favorite Build-A-Bears. She wasn't when I first got her because she was an online exclusive, but now I'm like a huge Derpy Hooves fan, so the fact that I got her just blows my mind, and I'm so happy I got her. And here's my Celestia. I will be going through like tons of stories behind these guys as I show them because that's so much a Build-A-Bear. But Celestia, I remember I got when I was in like, what grade would it have been? Like maybe 6th grade? And I remember that me and my brother, I don't think he got one, but I remember I was walking around the mall with her, and there's these guys, and they were bronies, and they were like, oh my goodness, where'd you get that Princess Celestia plush? And I remember, we like told them it was at Build-A-Bear, and I don't know, it was just really funny, and I remember that now. And that was before we like, that was like when the brony thing was happening, but to us that was more of like something you just heard about, and we were like, oh my goodness, there really are bronies. But that was really funny. And then down here we've got some of my special ones. So this one here is Shimmer, who I also got at Panama City Beach, but I got this one the year before last, which was my first time ever going to a Build-A-Bear that wasn't in Georgia. So that was really cool. Usually we just go to the Build-A-Bear at the Mall of Georgia, and we used to go to the one at Stonecrest, but I don't believe they have that one anymore. But here is a Hello Kitty Build-A-Bear I have. She's so cute. This was like, I don't know what year she would have been, but this was like one of my earliest Build-A-Bears, and I do still have her bow. I just don't have it on her. I kind of misplaced it, but I know I have it. But this one I wanted, and my mom actually got her for me for my birthday, but she bought her a long time in advance. So I think she might be the 2011 Hello Kitty. But she's really special to me. This one here is just one I got at Goodwill, who I think is super cute. So he's just hanging out there. And then this is Lacey, who is one of my favorite Build-A-Bears, one of the most memorable times going. I named her after a little goat I had at the time, although I know she's a lamb. But I just remember it being a super special memory. And I remember that she was one of my favorite Build-A-Bears at the time, and still is to this day. And she's wearing a cute little outfit. And she has the heartbeat in her, but I don't believe it still works. Then over here is Blingy, who was another one I really, really loved and still love to this day. Matter of fact, I remember that she was like the New Year's pony, and I remember that I really wanted to get her, and my mom told me that, you know, like, she would take me to Build-A-Bear to get her, but, like, something came up where we couldn't go, like, 2 times, and she'd been released at this point for, like, 2 or 3 months, and finally we were going, and I remember that me and, like, another one of my family members were telling my mom that we should make sure they still have them in stock, and my mom was like, yeah, you know, they still will, and we got there, and they said they had just sold out, and there was only, like, 2 or 3 other Build-A-Bears in the entire state of Georgia that had any, and like most of them had like 2. So I remember that we called, I think it was the Stonecrest one, because we went to the Mall of Georgia that time, and they said they would reserve her for us for like 24 hours, so I remember we went that day. But to me, he was like a little kid then, like, I don't know how old I was, but I know I was little. I remember they told me that they didn't have one. There was like hardly any left. I remember that I just started crying, and it was really sad, but I know when I finally did get her the next day, it was like an absolute blast, and I played with her all the time. She's so special to me. Then this is Lily, who I got in the time that I would consider myself not like a collector, but someone who wanted to go. I got her and named her after my cat, Lily. So she's real cute. She doesn't have a sound in her, though, but I always pictured her as like a meower. So then I'll show you this next shelf. Gotta get down, though, for this one. So this has got mostly my... yeah, this has got my more recent Build-A-Bears on it. So this is Mika, who I got at the Build-A-Bear workshop at the Mall of Georgia in the summer. And I got her a couple weeks before we went to the beach. And I actually brought her to the beach with me this year. And she's wearing like not vintage, but like a Build-A-Bear bikini that was out when I was a little kid. And then she's next to Tony. You do with that what you will. You know what I mean by this. But I got her at the beach also with Logan the frog, and they were a lot of fun. I built them at the Build-A-Bear at the beach. It was special. And then this one I also got at the beach the other year. She is the Beach Bunny, who I believe you can only get at the Build-A-Bear workshops on the beach. And she's real cute. She's wearing a My Little Pony outfit from back in my childhood. And then this is Mint Chip, who so after I got Kitty, one time I went back to Build-A-Bear where I was just like going to get an outfit or two. And I remember that they had this bear, and I really, really liked her. But my mom said like I could come back for like my birthday or another special occasion to get the bear. And they sold out. And I remember that it was so sad because everybody was like, she's so cute, and I wanted her. But finally, as a 19-year-old, well, I was 19 then, I bought one off eBay, and I unstuffed her, and I stuffed her myself and made her my own. So she's real special to me. She was the first one I ever did anything like that for. Then here is a Build-A-Bear I got when I went to Toylanta a couple months ago, and I got her at a Build-A-Bear I had never been to before. So she's also very special to me. And then down here is my last shelf where I just got a few. So this little black dog you see here is named Daisy, and she's named after a dog that was in my family, but sadly passed away over the summer. I got her from Goodwill, and I just like named her Daisy, and her tongue's a little messed up, and I've been telling myself I would fix it, but I've never gotten around to it yet. But although I didn't build her, she's special to me because she reminds me of my dog Daisy. And then I have my Rainbow Paulette, who I got with my axolotl, who isn't on this shelf here. But I got her after going to a really cool social event in 2020, which was my first Build-A-Bears. They were like my second and third Build-A-Bears I got when I was collecting them again. The first one being the pink frog. And, yeah, she's super cute. At the time, I was a really big rabbit person. We still have rabbits, but I'm not as big of a rabbit person now. But she's so pretty, and I love how pastel she is. Then over here, we've got 2 bears I got at Goodwill. And this one here is the Autism Speaks Build-A-Bear. And, I'm not gonna like really talk about that here, but I don't support Autism Speaks. There's just some stuff they've done that I don't agree with, and that's the whole thing. But I would recommend people looking into Autism Speaks, especially before you ever consider like donating or supporting them, because they've just done some stuff that I personally disagree with. I'm an autistic woman, and it's just some of the stuff they did really bothers me. But this is their Autism Speaks Build-A-Bear they made back when I was apparently when I was a kid, but I had no clue about him. But I remember that when I heard about him, I was like, that's cool, but I hate that they partnered with Autism Speaks. But I just remember that I was like, I would like to have him because that's cool. I also know they did like an autism awareness. I think it was like an autism awareness / acceptance bear, who I don't know if it was like any partnered with Autism Speaks, but I actually just found out about that a couple days ago. So I'll look into him. But I got this guy at Goodwill, and I remember that I was like, I can't leave him behind. And I got him when I was in 12th grade, so it would have been 2021. And he's real cute. I just dressed him in this and gave him these little glasses. And then right here we have one of my favorite Christmas bears. I named her Christmas Cookie, and she was the other one I got at Goodwill. She's just so cute, and I can't wait to dress her in Christmas fashion. But like, doesn't she just look like a Christmas cookie? She's the cutest thing. Alright, so this is everyone on my first shelf. So now I'm going to go show you the couple Build-A-Bears I got on my Billy bookcase. Ignore the shelf above them because it is not organized, but here are a few of my Build-A-Bears. I have Kuromi and, oh my goodness, I forgot his name, Cinnamon Roll. I got them with a really good friend of mine who also, likes Build-A-Bear, but wasn't like someone who loves it or like a collector, but she loves Sanrio. So we went and got all of our Sanrio Build-A-Bears together that we've ever got, and we're going later to stuff My Melody, and she has Pom Pom Purin and the purple Kuromi, and I have the pink Christmas Hello Kitty. So that's another special Build-A-Bear memory, is going with her, because other than my Build-A-Bear party I had as a kid, I've never been to Build-A-Bear with anyone else before that like wasn't my brother. And then over here we have one that I thrifted, and she's actually wearing the dress that Kitty came in, my first one. Well, the one that I dressed her in. But she's a Valentine's one, and she was my first, like, Build-A-Bear I ever got at Goodwill before. But I know I just loved her, like, as if I made her myself. And she is just so cute. I got her when I was in the 5th grade. Then down here is Pumpkin Kitten, who I also got with my good friend. She's adorable. I named her Calico Pumpkin. I know it's a little unique, but I love her. But, yeah, now let me go show you the couple guys I got in my closet. Okay, you'll have to excuse the literal horrible lighting in here. That's because my closet's light doesn't work, so I'm just having to use my phone light and hold my phone way above my head, so it's probably going to be so shaky. But I got this little Care Bear here. I got it at Goodwill. Let me move her real quick so you can see these guys. But I have a Valentine's bear. This first one here was one that my Nana actually went to Build-A-Bear and got for me when I was in like the 2nd grade, because she knew I liked her, and we didn't go to the mall. We couldn't go to the mall at that time, but my Nana was around the area and got her for me, and it was such a special Valentine's gift. I love her so much. It's such a cool memory. And this one here, I thrifted, the pink heart one. She was one I thought was so cute. I've liked her for a while. This is a Christmas one I got. I think she was an early Christmas gift, but my mom took me and my brother to the mall when we were little and let us pick them out. And I got her. Then we got to move this Build-A-Bear. But we have my Blizzard bear. This bear here, I got, matter of fact, at the first, like, when they first redid Build-A-Bear and made it a lot more, like, technology type. I got this cutie here, and I think she might have been one of my first bears with the, Build-A-Bear paw pad. Then here is one of my coolest and favoriteest Build-A-Bears. This is a Build-A-Bear goat, who was the first time we'd ever ordered a stuffed animal offline before. Might have been my first time ever ordering a toy offline, but you know, I live on a farm. I was obsessed with goats as a kid, and they had one, and we thought it would be in stores, and they didn't. I was very sad about it, but my sweet mom got her for me, and I loved her. I also named her Lacey, and she's just so cool to me. We've got a spring bunny I got at some point in the spring, and finally, we've got the last Build-A-Bear. Here, let me move her, which is this one here, that I also got at Goodwill, but she's so cute, and she also came with the Autism Speaks bear, so I just felt like they were always friends, and of course I couldn't leave her behind. And finally, we've got my little axolotl.